Celebrity marriages may be none of our business, but let's be honest, we're all a little curious. Today, we're counting down the Hollywood stars who got married so many times, even they might need a scorecard to keep track. While most people hope to find the one, these celebrities kept finding the next one. From whirlwind romances to shocking divorces, this list is packed with surprises. And trust me, by the time we reach number 1, you'll be wondering if they spent more time planning weddings than making movies. Let's jump right in and see who made the list. Number 15, Pamela Anderson, 5 marriages. Kicking off our list at number 15 is Hollywood icon Pamela Anderson, who has been married 5 times. It's safe to say, Pamela is a true believer in love, because no matter how many times things didn't work out, she kept giving marriage another chance. Her journey down the aisle began with rock star Tommy Lee, with whom she shares 2 sons. After that came musician Kid Rock, followed by Rick Salomon, not once, but twice. Their first marriage was annulled, but the pair later remarried before splitting again. Pamela also had a highly publicized relationship with John Peters, but since they were never legally married, it doesn't count toward her total. Her 5th and most recent marriage was to Dan Hayhurst. Today, Pamela is single after her marriage to Hayhurst ended in 2022. While the marriages may not have lasted forever, one thing is certain. Pamela Anderson never stopped believing in love. Number 14, Nicolas Cage, 5 marriages. Coming in at number 14 is Nicolas Cage, and honestly, this one might surprise a lot of people. While Cage is famous for his action movies and unforgettable performances, he's also had quite an eventful love life. Over the years, Nicolas has been married 5 times. His first marriage was to actress Patricia Arquette in 1995. After that came Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of Elvis Presley, followed by Alice Kim. He then married Erica Koike in one of Hollywood's shortest marriages before eventually finding love again with Rico Shibata. In 2021, Cage married Rico Shibata, who is several decades younger than him, and the couple later welcomed a daughter together. Unlike many celebrities on this list, Nicolas Cage's latest marriage is still going strong, so after 5 trips down the aisle, it looks like he may have finally found his happily ever after. Number 13, Gary Oldman, 5 marriages. At number 13, we have Gary Oldman, the legendary actor known for playing Sirius Black in Harry Potter and Jim Gordon in The Dark Knight. While he's mastered many roles on screen, his love life has had quite a few chapters too. Gary has been married 5 times over the years. His first marriage was to actress Leslie Manville in 1987. He then married Uma Thurman, followed by Doña Fiorentino, with whom he shares 2 children. After that came Alexandra Edinburgh before Gary took another trip down the aisle with writer and art curator Giselle Schmidt in 2017. Unlike some of the celebrities on this list, Gary's most recent marriage appears to be a success story. Nearly a decade later, he and Giselle Schmidt are still happily together. After 5 marriages, it seems the Oscar-winning actor may have finally found the perfect role, being a husband for the long haul. Number 12, Martin Scorsese, 5 marriages. At number 12, we have legendary filmmaker Martin Scorsese, the man behind classics like Goodfellas and The Wolf of Wall Street. While he's directed some unforgettable Hollywood stories, his own love life has had plenty of plot twists too. Martin has been married 5 times throughout his life. His first marriage was to Lorraine Marie Brennan, with whom he shares a daughter. He then married journalist Julia Cameron, and they also welcomed a daughter together. After that came actress Isabella Rossellini, followed by producer Barbara DeFina. In 1999, Martin married Helen Morris, and unlike some of his previous relationships, this one has stood the test of time. More than 2 decades later, the couple is still happily together. After 5 marriages and countless award-winning films, it seems Martin finally found his greatest long-term success story off the screen. Number 11, Joan Collins, 5 marriages. Coming in at number 11 is Joan Collins, the glamorous star best known for her iconic role in Dynasty. While she's spent decades captivating audiences on screen, her love life has been just as eventful. Joan has been married 5 times throughout her life. Her first marriage was to Maxwell Reed when she was just 19 years old. She later married actor Anthony Newley, and the couple had 2 children together. After that came music executive Ron Cass, with whom she welcomed a daughter, followed by businessman Peter Holm. In 2002, Joan married her 5th husband, Percy Gibson, who is 32 years younger than her. The age gap raised plenty of eyebrows, but the couple proved the doubters wrong. More than 2 decades later, Joan and Percy are still happily married. After 5 marriages and countless Hollywood headlines, Joan Collins may have finally found her perfect leading man. Number 10. David Foster, but 5 marriages. Breaking into the top 10 is legendary music producer David Foster, a man who has won multiple Grammy Awards and apparently made quite a few trips down the aisle as well. David has been married 5 times over the years. His first marriage was to B.J. Cook in 1972, followed by Rebecca Dyer a decade later. He then married actress and songwriter Linda Thompson before tying the knot with Yolanda Hadid, whom many fans know from reality television. After David and Yolanda divorced in 2017, it didn't take long for love to find him again. In 2019, he married singer and actress Katharine McPhee, creating one of Hollywood's most talked-about couples due to their significant age difference. Despite the headlines and public attention, the couple has remained together and even welcomed a son. So after 5 marriages, David Foster's latest love story is still hitting all the right notes. Number 9. James Cameron, 5 marriages. At number 9, we have James Cameron, the visionary director behind blockbuster hits like Titanic and Avatar. And it turns out, he doesn't just love creating epic love stories on screen, he's lived through quite a few of his own. James has been married 5 times throughout his life. His first wife was Sharon Williams, followed by producer Gail Ann Hurd. He then married fellow Oscar-winning director Kathryn Bigelow before tying the knot with actress Linda Hamilton, best known for the Terminator franchise. In 2000, Cameron married actress Susie Amos, whom he met while working on Titanic. Unlike some of his previous marriages, this relationship has stood the test of time. More than 2 decades later, James and Susie are still happily together and share 3 daughters. After 5 marriages, it seems the man who made Titanic finally found a love story with a much happier ending. Number 8. George Foreman, 5 marriages. Coming in at number 8 is George Foreman, a man known for throwing punches in the boxing ring and apparently taking quite a few swings at love as well. While many younger fans know him for the famous George Foreman grill, he was also one of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time. Over the years, George has been married 5 times. His first marriage was to Adrienne Calhoun in 1971, followed by Cynthia Lewis, Sharon Goodson, and Andrea Skeet. In 1985, George married his 5th wife, Mary Joan Martelli, and unlike several of his previous relationships, this one turned out to be a knockout success. The couple has remained together for decades, building a large family and sharing a lasting relationship. After 5 marriages and countless rounds both inside and outside the ring, George Foreman finally found a partner who could go the distance with him. Number 7. Billy Bob Thornton, 6 marriages. At number 7, we have Billy Bob Thornton, the actor best known for Bad Santa, who has been married an impressive 6 times. Billy Bob's journey through marriage began with Melissa Lee Gatlin, with whom he shares a daughter. After that came Tony Lawrence and then actress Cinda Williams. His 4th marriage was to Pietra Dawn Cherniak, and the couple welcomed 2 children together. Of course, his most famous relationship was with actress Angelina Jolie. The pair became one of Hollywood's most talked-about couples, making headlines everywhere before eventually divorcing in 2003. But Billy Bob wasn't done taking chances on love. In 2014, he married Connie Angland, becoming husband number 6, or rather, marriage number 6. Unlike many celebrity romances, this one has stood the test of time. More than a decade later, Billy Bob and Connie are still happily together, proving that sometimes it takes a few tries to get it right. Number 6. Rue McClanahan, 6 marriages. Landing at number 6 is Rue McClanahan, the beloved actress best known for playing Blanche Devereaux on The Golden Girls. And just like her famous character, Rue had quite the eventful romantic life. Over the years, Rue was married 6 times. Her first 5 husbands were Tom Bish, Norman Hartweg, Peter DeMaio, Gus Fisher, and Tom Keel. In fact, she had so many marriages that she jokingly wrote about them in her memoir titled My First 5 Husbands, and the Ones Who Got Away. Her 6th and final husband was Morrow Wilson, whom she married in 1997. Unlike some of her earlier relationships, this marriage lasted for the rest of her life. Sadly, Rue McClanahan passed away in 2010, but at the time of her death, she was still happily married to Wilson. After 6 marriages, it seems she ultimately found a lasting love story worthy of a Hollywood ending. Number 5. Tony Curtis, 6 marriages. Cracking the top 5 is Tony Curtis, one of Hollywood's biggest stars during the golden age of cinema, and a man who clearly wasn't afraid to give love another chance. Tony's first marriage was to actress Janet Leigh in 1951. Together, they became one of Hollywood's most glamorous couples and welcomed 2 daughters, including future superstar Jamie Lee Curtis. However, the marriage ended in 1962. But Tony's journey down the aisle was far from over. He later married Leslie Allen, Andrea Savio, Lisa Deutsch, and then Jill Vandenberg, bringing his total number of marriages to 6. His final marriage to Jill Vandenberg lasted nearly 12 years and remained intact until the end of his life. Sadly, Tony Curtis passed away in 2010, but he was still married to Jill at the time. After 6 marriages and a legendary acting career, Tony Curtis certainly left behind a memorable Hollywood legacy, both on screen and off. Number 4. Larry King, 7 marriages. At number 4, we have legendary television host Larry King, and this is where the numbers really start to get impressive. Larry wasn't married 5 times or 6 times. He was married a remarkable 7 times. His first marriage came in 1952 to Frida Miller. Over the following decades, he married Annette Kay, Aline Akins, Mickey Sutphin, Sharon Lepore, Julie Alexander, and finally Sean Southwick. Interestingly, Larry even married Aline Akins twice, proving that sometimes one trip down the aisle just isn't enough. Known for interviewing thousands of celebrities, politicians, and world leaders, Larry spent much of his life in the spotlight. But his personal life often attracted just as much attention as his famous interviews. Sadly, Larry King passed away in 2021. At the time of his death, he was no longer married. Still, with 7 marriages under his belt, Larry definitely earned a place near the top of this countdown. Number 3. Lana Turner, 7 marriages. We're down to the top 3, and at number 3 is Lana Turner, one of the biggest Hollywood stars of the 1940s and 1950s. Known for her beauty, glamour, and unforgettable screen presence, Lana's love life was almost as famous as her acting career. Over the years, Lana walked down the aisle an incredible 7 times. Her list of husbands included bandleader Artie Shaw, Joseph Stephen Crane, Henry J. Topping, actor Lex Barker, Fred May, Robert P. Eaton, and finally Ronald Peller. Despite all those marriages, Lana never found a relationship that lasted forever. Still, she remained one of Hollywood's most talked-about stars for decades, both for her successful film career and her headline-making romances. Sadly, Lana Turner passed away in 1995. At the time of her death, she was not married, but with 7 marriages to her name, she easily earns a spot near the very top of our countdown. Number 2. Elizabeth Taylor, 8 marriages. Taking the runner-up spot at number 2 is the legendary Elizabeth Taylor, a Hollywood icon whose love life was every bit as dramatic and fascinating as her movies. Elizabeth was married an astonishing 8 times to 7 different men. Her first marriage came in 1950 when she was just 18 years old, tying the knot with Conrad Hilton Jr., She later married Michael Wilding, Mike Todd, Eddie Fisher, John Warner, and Larry Fortensky. Of course, the relationship most people remember is her romance with actor Richard Burton. Their love story became one of Hollywood's most famous and complicated. The pair married, divorced, and then shocked everyone by marrying each other again, before eventually divorcing a second time. With 8 marriages, Elizabeth set a standard few celebrities could match. Sadly, she passed away in 2011 and was not married at the time. Even so, her legendary career and unforgettable love life continue to make headlines years after her passing. Number 1, Zsuzsa Gabor, 9 marriages. And finally, taking the number 1 spot on our list is Zsuzsa Gabor, the Hungarian-born actress and socialite who turned marriage into something of a Hollywood record. Zsuzsa walked down the aisle an incredible 9 times, although technically only 8 of those marriages were legally valid. Her long list of husbands included Burhan Belge, Conrad Hilton, George Sanders, Herbert L. Huttner, Joshua S. Cosden Jr., Jack Ryan, Michael O'Hara, and Felipe de Alba. However, her marriage to de Alba was later ruled invalid because her divorce from Michael O'Hara had not yet been finalized. Her final and longest-lasting marriage was to Prince Frederick von Anhalt in 1986. Surprisingly, after so many marriages, this relationship became her most successful, lasting more than 25 years. Zsa remained married to Prince Frederick until her death in 2016. With 9 trips down the aisle and decades of headline-making romances, she earns the crown as Hollywood's most married celebrity on our countdown. And that's our countdown of the top 15 Hollywood celebrities who married the most times. Now it's your turn. Which celebrity on this list surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next Hollywood Countdown. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.